What's up guys, I'm Chris and today you're watching a magic review on Bic Chip by Chris James. Have you guys seen these things? It's a Pac-Flat Bic lighter. You pick these up for travel or whatever. Basically, you would just take the chip off and you can actually pull it right out and it's working later. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, just ask them in the comment section below. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. And join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group over on Facebook. Alright, so today we are looking at Bic Chip by Chris James and Jack Magic. So I did just demo it. That's what this is. It is a Pac-Flat lighter. You can carry this in your wallet, in your pocket. It takes up virtually no space and it is awesome for producing a lighter. Because I know many of us, we use lighters in our magic, whether it's with productions or there are a lot of different gimmicks out there that require a lighter. So this is the perfect way to produce a lighter. So what do you get? So you are going to get, first off, there's a glue dot there. So you're going to get the Pac-Flat and it looks really good. Super legit. It says Bic. This is Pac-Flat. It looks like it's something that you would buy from the store. Very, very well designed and well made. Front and back. There's info on there. Like it's awesome. A lot of thought and work went into just this. Now I believe this is plastic or else it's a type of laminated cardboard. I'm not entirely sure. It feels like plastic to me. Regardless, it's good quality. Then you get a black chip. There's also stickers that you can put on the back. I will show you what those look like. So you'll get a black chip. You will also get a red chip. So you can either produce a black or a red lighter. You are also going to get a little pamphlet here. And this will give you instructions. Inside is the link for the tutorial. Then you are going to get, like I mentioned, the red chip. You'll get some glue dots just so that you can adhere your chip to the packaging and get it on and off easily. And then you'll also get some stickers. So these are just like little warning labels. So you would put one on the back of the chip, right? And then one on the back of the lighter just as an additional convincer, like, whoa, that lighter really came from that. And then you will get this here. And all this is there's a sticker there and it just makes it look like this was hanging from the store, or you can hole punch it here, right? And it looks like it'd be hanging on a display rack in the store. So that's everything you get. So what's the quality? Like I mentioned, I think it's made out of plastic, both the chip and the packaging. However, it might be laminated cardboard but this definitely feels plastic. Either way, like I mentioned before, very good quality. Tutorial. So the official tutorial isn't out yet. You can purchase this. This is available to purchase for everybody, but it hasn't had its like official launch yet. So Chris has recorded a tutorial. In the meantime, he goes over how to use this and some different handlings. Now, the handlings that he has provided are very, very good. Basically, if you know like Spellbound or you know how to French drop, you can do this. So when it comes to difficulty level, extremely easy to do. And then with the tutorial, you're going to probably be getting more as far as routines and other handlings, ideas, whatnot, when it officially launches. But for now, the tutorial is great, gives you everything that you need to know to get performing. When I covered what you get, one thing that you don't get is a lighter. So pretty understandable why, right? A lot of the time you can't ship out flammable products if they're going out of country or things like that. So it just makes way more sense to provide this and say, hey, you got to go buy a lighter. Lighters are accessible to everybody, everywhere, and yeah, you will need to buy your own lighter. Angles. So angles are pretty good. It's kind of what you'd expect with anything that requires a spellbound change. So I would say that this needs to be done with people, in front of you, maybe diagonal a little bit off to the side. But if they get too far from the side and they can see, too much from the side or behind, then the angles are not going to work. Think coin magic. Setup and reset. This is an instant reset. There really is no setup. If you want to apply some additional stickers, you can, but other than that, everything's good to go. Can it be examined? Yeah, 100%. They can play around with the chip. They can play around with the packaging, take a look at it, read it. There's a website on here. Yeah, I keep forgetting about it because usually it's covered by this. But it says purchase Pac-Flat refills at Pac-Flat.com. This is actually a website that people can go to. So just an extra convincer. It's pretty neat. I have been to the website once, but I keep forgetting about it because I don't see it until I take the chip off and actually make an effort to look. However, if your participant or spectator wants to check that out, they definitely can. Pocket space. So this takes up virtually no pocket space, right? It's super thin. This is probably a little bit less than the thickness of a credit card. Okay, so maybe with the chip on it, you're looking at about the thickness of a credit card. This can go in your wallet, in any card slot, or in your pocket. It's not going to take up any extra space. Who will use this? Is it practical? Is it a worker? So magicians will use this. Nothing really mentalism about this, but great for magicians. I think this is great in working situations. If you're doing table hopping or strolling, you just got to kind of watch your angles a little bit off to the side. So not something you'd perform surrounded, but if you're at a table or a group that's in front of you, this is great. It's quick. It's to the point. It's one of those things that you could use this as an opener. It's strong. It's unexpected, right? So and it happens quick, right? So you're going to do it. You're going to catch their attention quick, and then you can move on to whatever the next thing is. What's the price, and is it worth your money? So this is $28 US, and you can pick this up from Jack Magic. I'll leave a link in the description below. But $28, is it worth your money? I think high quality props, they're well made, and I know it might not seem like much, but I think the visual on this is incredible. I think it's one of those things where you hit them right away and you hit them hard. If you use this as an opener, you're not bringing out a deck of cards. I have nothing against card magic. I do a lot of it. But sometimes when you pull out a deck of cards, people are just expecting a deck of cards when it comes to a magician. So if you start with something else and you establish yourself, then I think you build that credibility. A lot of time when I pull out a deck of cards, they see the deck and they go, oh, I've seen this one. Well, you probably haven't, but that's what people think when they see a deck of cards. This $28, I think it is worth your money. I think this is something that, because it's so easy to do and so visual, that you will use a lot. And anything that I feel you will use a lot, and it's something you'll use in a situation where you could be getting paid, right? Then I'm always going to say it's worth the money. Unless it's like an outrageous amount, then I won't try to justify that, but I think $28 for this is definitely reasonable, and you get a lot. 2 different colored chips, you get the packaging, you get the stickers, you get everything you need to get started, and it's super believable. On top of that, for people that think maybe this costs too much for what it is, also just think this all had to be designed professionally printed, and then on top of that, there's even a working website, so that costs money too. So I think the price is justified. I would definitely recommend this. It's awesome. I don't have any negatives. I think it works very well. It's very practical. Just positives from me. With that, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go to Jack Magic to pick this one up. And with that, we'll see you at the next review.